Alright, we're nearly ready here. We're gonna be doing... Oh, I didn't change the title! We're gonna start in a minute. I gotta change all the titles. Oh, that's gonna be a drag when I have to finish the stream and change the names. Oh. Give me a second here. I'm not corrupting Bully tonight. I corrupted that last night. Ooh, the songs are gonna change over. Let's... No, I might have time. We're doing Wind Waker by the way, tonight. Corrupting Wind Waker. Okay, I think I got all that in line. Oh, now I gotta think of another soundtrack to play. Let's do... There we go. Pikmin. I haven't played Pikmin in forever. Pikmin would be wonderful. Oh, the video froze. Ah. I have problems with YouTube. Oh, I also didn't do my microphone. Wow, I am not prepared today. It's fine. I'll go with the regular mic. There we go. My voice sounds a little more high-pitched through the Blue Yeti, but that's alright. Alright. Hopefully that information updates. Twitch is awful at updating titles. At least I've seen. So let's see if it adjusts properly. Yeah, alright. Pretty alright. Corrupting Zelda Wind Waker, corruption scare the chickens. Yeah, yeah, alright. Alright, I think we're ready, and we're gonna leave the music playing. I decided I wanted that last time when I got started, because I want to explain a couple things, and it's nice to have the music playing while I'm explaining. Anyways, if you're brand new to my stream, if this is your first time around, welcome. We corrupt games on stream in real time. You may have seen corruptions in the past if you watch streamers like Vinesauce or Zero Ducks Given. They corrupt games ahead of time, in their own time, or they have corruption sent to them. And they corrupt it on stream and have the reactions, which is always very hilarious in my opinion. I do something similar where you're still going to see those corruptions, but you're going to see them in the rawest form. You're going to see me making corruptions on the spot. And seeing kind of what goes into some of those corruptions that you might see other bigger streamers, you know, do. It does take a little bit longer to create these corruptions, but that's why you don't see them making it. It takes too long. But you'll see me doing it here. You'll see a couple things off to the left side of the screen, and I'll explain what all of this stuff is when we get to it. Off to the right we have the game itself, so I'm going to be playing an emulation of the game. It is a copy of the game that I own. It's my personal copy of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker on a Gamecube system that I have also extracted the BIOS from. So it is both copies are mine, you know. Anyways, and at the very top we have pictures of raccoons because the GameCube window is stretched in such a way that I can't fill that void space at the top. I have to find something else to put up there, but we're doing raccoons for now. Anyways, I think without further ado, let's begin. We'll bring the music down. And we'll let the cinematic play at the beginning. I'll be drinking lots of water because last time my voice died while I was streaming. At the very end of the stream, I didn't feel like talking or like doing my rundown of any of the... Ooh, that's loud. Any of the corruptions we had created, which I should absolutely do, and I'm regretting that I haven't done that, but we'll do it today. We'll also go through the cinematic, because why not? I don't mind. I do have a save state ready for once we do hop in, but we'll do a little bit of introduction just in case someone's new to Wind Waker. It's been a while since I actually played it and know the lore for it. Although, now that I think about the intros, it's kind of long. It's like a good 8 minutes. Maybe I should I voice it? Here. It was a prosperous land, blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died, and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy clothed in green appeared, as if it were from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the Dark One away and gave the land light. The boy who traveled through time to save the land was known as the hero of time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. Am I reading this too fast? I think I am. The text is there for a while. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero. ... Once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the hero of time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legends survive on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to garb boys in green when they became of age. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage like the hero of the legend. That was a lot of talking. I didn't think it would be that long. I gotta brush up on my, speaking? My voice? I don't voice act. And more props to the people that do. People who voice act are awesome. That's something I wish I could do. I'm not gonna voice any of this though. And we're actually gonna skip through this because, you know, she goes to see her brother. Her brother's sleeping. So we're just turboing right through this. He looks so done! Okay, cool. So, without actually, I'm just gonna hit my save state. Oh, thanks, Discord. There's our save state. So, we're gonna have this camera position, this spot, this stance, every single time we load our beginning corruptions. I would at least like to start off here. We may do a second save state somewhere down on the island to examine what that looks like. Actually, now that I think about it, like, I like the overview of being able to see everything, but let's head down there. I think the save state down there would probably be a little bit better. Oh, my camera controls are backwards. This is gonna throw me off. Can't adjust that here, can I? Nope, shoot. Let me adjust that real quick in Dolphin. There we go, much better. Okay, we're gonna be, let's go by the grass. I wanna be able to hit the grass, I think. Oh, I didn't know I named the character Tech. I just thought that was the save file. Shoot. I should make the save state, right? Do we have to... Let's not go to the guy. Save state. I forget how to give it to you, that's fine. Hold on to the big. Save state. Ah, never mind. Okay, I'm not gonna hold the thing anymore. Just trying to find a nice spot to save state. Intel looks so disappointed. Right here's a good enough spawn. Alright. Here's our save state. This is where we're going to repeatedly load and apply our blast layer to. Actually, I want to move the camera to there. And that's how we'll begin our initial corruptions, at least. So, starting off, make sure everything's in order first. You'll see a couple sliders up here at the top left. One is intensity, one is starting address. We won't mess with those immediately, but I'll explain what they do. Somebody didn't like that. What happened there? That's not what's supposed to happen. Let's see. I'm gonna reload that real quick. Make sure I'm targeting the correct save file. Okay, that's what we're supposed to see. Nothing, actually. Nothing at all. And I'm hitting blast target a couple times. I'd like to... see something within the stash history. We're not seeing anything yet, meaning the save states aren't being saved properly. There we go. So, it took a while to actually have one saved, but at the very top you'll notice a bunch of numbers. These numbers are... this is essentially a save state, this single item here. And this save state has a corruption applied to it, so if we load the save state, we'll have a corruption on screen. Now you might not notice anything immediate when we look at the screen right now. Also, I just noticed. Wait a minute. This window is slightly off. Let's see. Oh, do we have to hide the raccoons? I think we do. No, they're okay over there. We'll just stretch them a little bit. There we go. Okay. Anyways, what I was saying. So there's a save state here. And the save state has a corruption applied to it. A corruption is just really a memory write in some way or another. It's changing what's happening in the game and affecting memory. Now, this specific one has an effect, and we can look at the specific effect that's going on by opening something called our blast editor. And within the blast editor here, we see that here's a single memory write that we're applying. At the memory address 302082, whatever this number is, this is a memory address. We set the value C60 bunch of zeros. And that just means whatever value used to be there, maybe that was the player's health, maybe that was your current score, maybe that was your player location, change that value to be C6 in hexadecimal. And that will have some kind of effect. Now we don't see anything on screen, as I said, because maybe this the specific memory address doesn't do anything, or it's nothing that we can see right now, or perhaps it's something much later in the game that hasn't been loaded yet. So we don't see any corruption applied. But that's because we're using a very low intensity. You see the number here is 18. We can up that amount to a much higher amount. How about 426,000? Apply it. Oh, okay, that's a loud one. I didn't expect it to be like that. But immediately you'll see we do have now a full-fledged corruption where we have a lot of stuff going on at once. You can immediately hear the sound corruption that breaks our eardrums. B, the floor is blue, which might just be the ocean, so the floor might be invisible. We're all silhouetted. There's a couple destroying thingies going on in the background. Whole lot of stuff there. And we can take a look at what makes all this up by opening our blast editor once again, and seeing within here that we have 2,313 memory writes, which is a considerable amount more than just one. Like, that's a lot of memory writes. So that's awesome. Do we want to keep this effect that we're seeing on screen? Not necessarily. I don't like the sound that's going on in the background, and some of the visuals aren't that interesting. I think we can do better. So we're going to try that again. Let me also make sure that I'm going to turn my volume up, because I think I'm a little hard to hear when I replayed my video. But I'm gonna keep the stream audio, like in terms of the game, down because this gets kind of loud. Especially, I think Wind Waker's gonna have some loud corruptions. But we're gonna play now and blast target again. There we go. So this is much more manageable. You'll notice we don't have the audio corruption, so we can play around a little bit. And we see a lot of stuff going on. Something I'm really liking is that seagull. Those seagulls that are stretching to infinity. We have a lot of stretchy characteristics on us. Oh, I think I'm fighting with the game audio. You know, turn that down a little bit. That's better. Our hat's doing something weird. Also, I think the ocean is ridiculously loud. That might just be me, though. I can't tell. Anyway, so we're looking for kind of effects like this, maybe something specific, so we'll keep on moving on. Alright, interesting. We'll keep going. Oh! I have a compressor on the stream. That trombone is much... Trombone? I don't know what instrument that is. That instrument is much louder for me than it is for you guys. Is he made of paper? He is! Look at that! Alright. Oh, and the music died when you talked to him. Alright. Lots of things going on. Nothing that I might want to throw into a stockpile and keep, but still fun to look at in itself. We're going to move around now this starting address. So specifically where in the ROM that we corrupt is controlled by this. Oh, are we drowning? Oh. Here, we'll do this. Oh, there's the music. Specifically where in the ROM that we corrupt is controlled by the starting address slider. So if we want to corrupt at the very beginning of the ROM, where some of the system functions are, we can corrupt at 0. Maybe some of the models might lay in this area, maybe some of the music, camera effects, whole lot of stuff towards the end. Let's start with... I don't remember where we were. We were out here. Let's go a little bit closer to 0 and try corruptions there. I was worried that would happen. That's our first crash of the evening. We may get kind of a lot of those, but hopefully not a whole ton. Sorry, I'm just setting stuff up so that's doesn't happen as often. Gamecube crashes a lot more than, I guess, the Wii. The Wii was fairly stable, or at least with Bully it was. I get a lot of crashes with the Gamecube, so we might get a lot of that. But thank God, because we have a starting save state, we can just load right back to our point and try a new corruption now. Nope. I'm turning that down. Down on my computer. Now this might be something I want to keep. There's a couple things going on here. I like the bad flute. It sounds beautiful. I kind of like the camera angle. And there's something interesting going on with, like... You see, like, our bubble, our field of view, and how it's affected outside our bubble? That's weird. I don't know what's doing that. So we gotta figure out what we want to keep. We can try keeping both, but sometimes we run into trouble trying to keep multiple corruptions. Let's do this. I'm gonna make 2 copies. Can I rename these? No, I can't. Alright, so we're gonna edit this one here in the blast editor. And now we're going to do something very important called sanitizing our corruptions. Sanitizing corruptions is essentially removing unnecessary memory writes that you don't need in order to preserve a specific effect within the corruption that you're creating. So for example, if we look on the picture on the screen now, we see Link has like these green bars behind him, his feet are stretching, we have that sort of FOV problem, and we also have the flute effect. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and all those effects are somewhere within this 2333 blast layer. And we can go through here and try manually deleting some of these, like unselecting them here and loading the corruption, like this, and seeing if the effects persist. But since there's 2,000 of them, that might take, you know, over an hour just to do. So instead we can rely on randomness in order to disable half of these corruptions, and try loading it. And we see that our effects still persist. We still have that FOV thing, and we have the flute. So we want to remove the ones we disabled, since that's like trimming off the excess fat on the corruption. We don't need that. And we'll continue in that fashion. You notice with this though, we have the FOV effect, but we don't have the flute. And at least for the first one, I would like to try to keep the flute. So that means that the flute exists within the other half of this blast layer. So let's reverse that. Or perhaps it doesn't. Sometimes audio corruptions are tricky to keep, so let's try re-rolling here. I don't get the flute at all, actually. Well, let's actually try saving the FOV instead, which seems more doable, because it exists in both halves. Huh. Enable everything. Oh. I must have deleted the wrong half. Let's do this again. From top. That should be neat if we can keep both effects in one. We're gonna try that. No. Never mind. Let's remove the FOV thing. Just so it's just the music. Shoot, I did it again. Actually, I keep deleting the flute. I usually don't run into that too often. Alright, let's do this again. Sorry to keep doing it over and over again. Okay, I swear I didn't mess up that time. Shoot. Here we go again. There's something going on that's not working quite right. So, it doesn't exist in this half. It exists in this half, and I can corrupt it again. It for sure exists in this half. Now we're gonna cut in half again. It exists in this half. It exists in this half. It does not exist in this half. Does it exist in both? It doesn't. That's weird. So, I don't know why that's happening. Usually, as you go through this and you eliminate the half that doesn't have the corruption, you are able to keep the one that you're looking for, but it seems like there might be multiple different memory writes that culminate into this effect. I'm gonna try this just one more time, just as a sanity check. Oh, I see. So sometimes it loads a little differently. There we go, yeah. A second ago it was working, now it's not. What in the world? Now it is working, okay. Cut in half. Sometimes when you load it, it does work properly, and sometimes it doesn't. But we know for sure it's here, so I feel like I want to cut it at this. No, I'm gonna keep cutting it down. As long as I can do it 3 or 4 times, I know for sure that there's no dependencies on the other half. Like that one, it worked for 1 time and it didn't work the 2nd time around. Tricky. Okay, I believe... Yeah, this is the single memory right that creates this effect, and it's too bad it took that long to knock it down. Anyway, so we're gonna throw that onto the stash, and from the stash I'm gonna throw it onto the stockpile and call it... link... How about... Theme on the recorder. I don't actually know the specific name of the song, but I can say that. Theme on the recorder. Theme, I don't like that word. How about, soundtrack composed on a recorder, but I need camel case. There we go. And now we should be able to load that without issue if we click on it in the stockpile. Yep, works every time. Hey, Wasabi, good to see ya. How you doing? We got a soundtrack composed on a recorder. I hope it doesn't go back to normal. It sounds like it might. Oh no, there we go. Just that one instrument. So, now if we open this specific corruption in our blast editor, we'll notice that there's, as we saw before, a single memory writes and a single value that we're sending to that memory address, that value being 44 followed by a bunch of zeros. Now, you might be morbidly curious like I am and wonder what happens when we change the value that you send to memory. So right now it's 44 and a bunch of zeros. What if we did 55 and a bunch of zeros, or AA and a bunch of zeros? Now, unfortunately, with the Windows Glitch Harvester, you can't manually edit the value that you're sending to memory. Not sure why, because in the real-time corruptor, the sort of brother to this program, you're able to do that. You're able to send exactly what you want to memory. So instead of changing this to whatever we want, we can rely on randomness to change that value. So for example, if I just re-roll this corruption, I'm using imaginary air quotes there, there's a new save state in the stash history. We can open that save state. That's actually the exact same one. Let's try that again. There's a new save state. And this sets the value 428 instead of just 44. So we can re-roll the value that we're sending to memory randomly in order to create different effects and see if we get different corruptions out of that. So if I play this, load this new one, we may get a different effect out of it. We also may not in this case. Sometimes we get the recorder, sometimes we don't. It seems like there are only 2 stages to it, but sometimes when we get, like, you know, graphical corruptions where someone's body is stretching or whatever, if we re-roll that corruption, we'll get some more interesting results out of it, if we're lucky. Anyways, let's go back to... I want to see if I can preserve the FOV problem we had earlier. None of these here. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. I think we missed this one. Let's load this one. I like that, sort of nighttime effect to it. Let's sanitize that a bit. This might be a little bit easier to sanitize since it is a visual corruption. I probably started off with a kind of difficult one to explain since it was an audio corruption, but this one, we're just going through and removing the excess memory rights that we don't need on the memory. It seems like, let me enable everything here. It seems like there's 2 things going on. There's that fog layer, and there's also the night sky kind of thing. I think I only want the night sky. The fog layer is actually just kind of a visual corruption that's only temporary. But we'll keep this. We don't want to keep what's going on now, because that's only temporary, it doesn't last forever. But we do want to keep this. I don't know if you can normally see this place at night. I haven't played Wind Waker in a very long time, so I won't be able to confirm that. Also don't know... Here, let me Google something real quick. Trying to figure out what is the name of the place you start at. What is this the island that we're on right now? Because I don't know the name of it. Let's see. Can't find the name of the place easily. Alright, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna call it, I don't know, Dark City. Dark Link Origins. Alright, we have our single memory right here. We can send that to the stash, throw it on the stockpile, and call it Dark Link, or shit, I don't like that. Midnight. That's easy. We can now try re-rolling that. I think we're mostly gonna get... Oh! I was gonna say the same effect, but no. We get Piss. Piss Yellow Skies and Piss Ocean. What should we call this one? We can call this, I gotta send it to the stash to make a new copy of it. Every once in a while, when I throw a reroll into the stockpile, it will rename the previous entry, which I don't want to do. I don't want to lose midnight. But we'll call this... Link was dehydrated? I can't get pissed out of my mind. We're gonna call it that. Oh, this one's like pitch black. Look at that. I like the other one better because you can still see stuff. It's actually kind of funny we got that yellow one out of this. It seems like we're mostly just getting the midnight one. There's a little bit of a brighter light. A little bit brighter again. Ooh, that's a neat one. Reminds me of, that green reminds me of the Crash Bandicoot green. Let's call this, now this would make more sense as Dark Link Origins. We can even name it that. That'd be okay with me. Sending it to the stash to deassociate the 2 files. We'll call this Dark Link Origins? I hope I spelled that right. And a couple more rerolls. Every once in a while you might get something more interesting out of this than your initial corruption, which is pretty awesome. Ah, that's a cool one. How about... we can keep this one too. We usually don't fill up the stockpile very much, so it's nice to get a lot of them in here. We'll call this Lava Ocean. Active volcano. I think my crux is naming some of these. I spend too long doing it, and they're usually not that good. Alright, I think we've seen just about the extent of what we can see. Just make sure we don't get lucky here. 3, 2, 1, luck. Alright. Alright, it's time to start a fresh corruption. It's been a while since we did that. Got a wandering doot. Alright. We can reroll corruptions like this if we like maybe some of the effects that are on screen, but we're not sure if it's worth sanitizing. This one actually crashed. Let's try rerolling it. And again. Oh, actually, this is a good time to mention. If you're sensitive to flashing lights, loud sounds, bright colors, anything like that, if you're prone to seizures or anything of that nature, I recommend just not watching the stream. Unfortunately, we do have a lot of flashing lights that are uncontrollable, and if I could control them, I would, but they're seemingly random. They are random, and I would rather be safe than sorry when it comes to that. So, if you're sensitive to that kind of material, I recommend just not watching the stream, just for that reason. And yeah, let's move on. Our hair is stretching to infinity. Looks like our hair's a boat. Oh wait, look at her face. Is she tiny? She is tiny. And she has large hips. Oh wait, what's wrong with our mouth? Our mouth is missing. Okay, all of those I might want to keep, but I'm not going to, even though they're amazing. I think there's more interesting stuff in store for us, so let's move on. I'm gonna keep re-rolling here. I think there's something in this. No, I'm going crazy. Now let's start fresh. Oh. Kind of a creepy soundtrack. It's a very fitting face. His mouth closed. Oh, no. Stop. Ah. Jesus. What are those sparkles down there at the bottom? Is that us? Are we causing this? We were. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let's reroll. Nope. Nope. Oh, there's the boat. Oh. Is he having a divine intervention or something? Speaking of something there, Link? The bar's telling you something? God. Oh, nope, no more of that. Too loud. Oh, or more of that. There we go. What is this? Oh, that's a tunnel. Jesus. I'm surprised the text ever gets corrupted. Okay, let's move around our starting address a little bit. So, we've been kind of towards the beginning. Let's move out a little bit. Let's check out. It's towards the... Oh, the further end of this range. Where's her face? It's just a nub. Oh. No. Come. Is that a seagull? Look at that seagull! Whoa! Also, what's our neck doing? Are we snapping our neck? Link, let me look at you. Let me look at you. Stop moving your head around. Alright, well, I want to kind of preserve the neck snapping. I also really want to preserve that seagull. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, let's see here. I got distracted for half a sec there. Okay, so I don't see Big Seagull, so it's invert, corrupt. There's Big Seagull. Oh. It's better than I thought. It's not there. There it is. You notice as we sort of remove some of these excess memory writes, all the like little stretchy things on our characters and all the bad visuals start disappearing. And we just have one effect, one thing that we're looking for. And in the end, that's why sanitizing corruptions are very important, because if you want someone to play your corruptions, I don't know, maybe they're streaming it or just taking a look at what you got, you want to be able to let them play for a few minutes if they want to really like look at what you got going on up close. If they want to go run over there and look at the seagull, they can. It won't crash as they're on their way. It also won't create any horrific audio if that's not what you're looking for, or if that wasn't your intention originally. It's more stable. Anyway, so we have a single memory, right, that creates the large... Also, it's so weird that it only lasts for a couple seconds, then it goes away. The large seagulls. So we're gonna send that to the stash, throw it on the stockpile, and call it "Don't Feed the Seagulls." Because they get big. I think that works. Why not? We're gonna re-roll this corruption. No effect there. Still no effect. And we may not get anything from rerolling this. We might have just got very lucky with our initial corruption. There's one. Is that a gigantic seagull? I think it is. Yeah, it is. It's that one. So we can affect the size of them by rerolling. Oh. Oh. No. Or their orientation, I guess. That's almost funnier because it's kind of realistic. Minus the fact that they're flying upside down. But let's see. Don't Feed the Seagulls are original. Nah, I like our original better. Alright. Let's start with a fresh one. Couple things going on. I'm looking at the seagulls. Nice little music corruption there at the end. Oh, wait. No, not much. Okay, I saw the sequel tweaking out a little bit. I gotta take my eyes off them. It's a big pig. Okay, so I kind of want to keep the music corruption. I kind of do. But based on what we had last time and how much trouble we ran into trying to keep it, I'm on the fence about it. It's not that interesting in music corruption. So let's move on, I think. Also starting to hurt my ears. What are all these rotating things? What are these? Oh, they're rupees! Oh, they're thick rupees. I'm gonna go get one. Oh, that was the worst laugh I've ever made. Oh, we gotta cut that. Okay, it looks cool to begin with, and then it's not that interesting anymore. We'll try re-rolling it and see if we get different sized rupees. Yeah, we do. Oh, and she's like, you okay? You alright? Oh, okay. Alright, she just needs to talk. Ah, it's frozen. Let's see. I'm gonna do a fresh corruption here. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to keep here. The sky is cool, but the heads are cooler, and we're keeping this head corruption if we can. Oh, we can't walk either. There's a reason you want to sanitize if like you can't walk and you wanted them to be able to walk around with us a little bit. That's why you sanitize. All right, so let's go start with that. Knock this down by half. Oh, I had to sneeze. All right, invert. There we go. That's sky corruption. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to lose that, but I like what the sky looks like in this. It's very neat looking. I'll send this to the stash if I can remember. Unfortunately, I can't name stash history items. I wish I could name these because it'd help me organize when I find multiple corruptions I want to keep. Anyway, so invert. There's the head thing. Oh, excellent, send it to the stash. Alright, we're nearly there. One more. There we go. Now we can send this to the stash like this. Throw it onto the stockpile, and what do we name this one? I always make drug jokes. I shouldn't make drug jokes, but I'm gonna say, everyone took Adderall. Come on, look how like hyperactive he is. And she is. Oh, we still can't walk properly. But since we sanitized it to a single memory write, unfortunately we can't fix this. So this is just, with the head thing comes this walking corruption. There's nothing we can do about it. But that's alright. Now we know. I don't know what's going on. I wonder if it's like, I think his head forces his directional movement? Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, fun to look at. Let's try re-rolling it. Actually, before we re-roll it, wow, and my words are slurred a little bit. We are going to sanitize this one because I like to keep that sky effect. Although, you know, by itself it isn't actually that interesting without the heads. So, never mind, let's move on. We'll do this one. I think his head is, if it's always staying backwards, that's interesting. Link looks at his feet when he walks backwards. Oh my god. No. No. God. Alright, let's move on with a fresh one. I don't know what's going on. Is that a person there? That is a person. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not getting as many horrifying like body effects as I might have wanted. That's kind of horrifying. Not terribly though. I want more like stretchiness. More stretchy bodies. Why is she large? Is she frozen too? Nope. Oh. Random dude. Now she's paper thin. There we go. She dances for the rupees. That's awful. I shouldn't say that. God. Is that our arm? Oh my god, that is our arm. It doesn't connect. Oh. Oh wait, does her arm do that too? Well, I guess she has a sleeve. Everyone's arms does that. Here, let's try re-rolling it. If it's less intense, I'll keep it. I want just a minor arm maiming. I don't like that. Well, I could sanitize it and start re-rolling it, but because we do kind of get that a lot. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, all right, this is what I want. Let's sanitize this. Again, this is another easy one. It says, also, look at the fucking UFO sequels out there. This is an easy one since it's a visual corruption. Good. Alright, there we go. And actually, it's just Link's arm. It's not everyone else's. So that's even better. We'll say... Oh, shoot. I messed up there. We'll say... I could say Link broke his arm, but I want to say Link's alrighty. Look at that arm. Look at that. Oh no! I'm stopping. We can now re-roll this one to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. To see how it can affect the arm stretchiness. I'm not really seeing anything I like any more than the one we have, so let's move on to a fresh one. Her head kind of looks like a... oh, it looks like a waterfall. Is that an ear? That is an ear. What is this? What are we looking at? This is seagulls over there tweaking out. I don't understand. What? Let's try rerolling it, see if it makes it less intense. Nope. Made it more intense. Alright, we'll move on. Shoot. I feel like I should keep one of the ones where she's shaking. But I also don't know her name off the top of my head. I have to look her up. It also kind of looks like Link shaking because he has to look her in the eye. Yeah, he has to look her in the eye, so he's not normally shaking, but when he does this, his head shakes with her. That's funny. Like skipping. Oh. I'm sorry? What? Let's see that one more time. Yeah. Alright. Reroll? No roll? How about that? Oof. Team Rocket's blasting off again. So we've been here for a while. Let's increase our starting address. Let's go a little bit further. I'm curious if there's still stuff out in that direction. Oh, yeah, there is. That made me recoil a little bit. Oh, that's a cool effect. Look at that, like, stretching of the ground. All the hitboxes and stuff are still there. Huh. Very neat. Very, very nice. Oh no! That's what I was looking for! What is this? Don't go back! Oh, look at his belt! Also, what is she doing? What is she looking at? Is my head up there? My head must be up there. Because if I come back, does she look at me? Also, why am I sweating? Alright, let's sanitize this. I'm curious. I don't know what she's looking at. Nah, she's not looking at my head. Because my head's gone now. I want more of these ones. I want more horrifying corruptions like this. Okay, great. We have a single memory right. We'll send it to the stash and throw it on the stockpile. And we'll call it... what do we call this? It's too bad it doesn't last. I don't think it will... yeah, it instantly goes away, which I don't care for, personally. Yeah, it's just... ah, shoot. it almost makes me not want to throw it on the stockpile, too. We got it, that just looks amazing, look at that. How about Link locked in place? Because as soon as you move, you're not locked in place anymore and you start sweating. Works for me. Reroll. Oh. Look at that smile. Look at that smile underneath all that mess. Stop it. Close your mouth. God. Do we go back to normal? No! Shoot! I wish that was a permanent effect. Look at that thick Link. His hair covers his eyes because he doesn't need to look at you. But, Link takes steroids. Also hope I spelled steroids right. I probably didn't. I'm just a watermelon. I think those are about the extent of what we're gonna see from this. Either buff. Oh, wait. No, I don't believe it. What is that? Okay, we'll throw this one on too. We'll just call it Tiny Link. And that's all we're doing because these aren't very interesting because the second you move it, it disappears for the most part. Looking for something that catches my eye. Nothing so far. Fell through the floor. There's another, like, thin Link. Ah, this one's permanent. Ah, I just want to keep this. We can call it, like, Paper Link. Yeah, why not? Music also sounds kind of neat, but we're not going to keep it. Terrifyingly perfect, yeah! Did you see, I don't know if you're hanging out in chat, but we have some horrifying ones. Well, not horrifying, just the steroids Link is pretty bad. And the belt Link is pretty bad as well. What's Preserve Paper Link? I'd play that. Paper Link. That sounds like fun. I'm surprised by how many, like, paper effects we actually get. Like, I wonder how that works. Just minimize the body in a certain direction. I don't know. We get a lot of them, though. There we go. Throw it on the stash, throw it on the stockpile, call it Paper Link. Almost gonna note with Tiny Link. Sure hope I spelled unmovable wrong. Right. Unmovable, right. Unmovable. Nope. Doesn't have an E in it. Unmovable Tiny Link. Unmovable Link. Take steroids. There we go. Just in case someone were to play the stockpile, they know which ones they can move and which ones they can't. So here's Paper Mario, which is entirely movable. Paper Mario, Paper Link, which is entirely movable. I wonder if I just cut people. Paper cut. No. Let's re-roll this one. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're extending him in that direction. I'm hoping for just a thick link. Yeah, this one's a little bit better. There we go. Is this what you want? You know, Tumblr can't have adult content anymore. You can't see this kind of stuff on there anymore. How does that make you feel? Oh, look at him roll. Alright, let's get a better thick one. I just need like a... Why is your head doing that? What? That isn't even part of the corruption. Why are you looking behind you? Yeah, let's throw that on. We didn't even need to, but alright. Link hurt himself from confusion. This one kind of works. This is, I think, a fairly good size. Yeah, we'll do this. There we go. I want to verify that all of these are working properly, because every once in a while when we create copies, they don't work too well, but these all seem to be alright. Oh yeah, I remember these ones. I like coloration ones. There we go. Alright. We are ready to start fresh. Let's do a fresh one. Now that is just... No! No! Stop. She sounds a horn. What are we? What are we? Are those hands? No! Look at her mouth! Hey, come here. Come here. No. Oh my god. Is he frowning? Oh, he's sad now. Jesus Christ. Let me throw a marker on that. What would you even call this? Big mouthed Link. There we go. Oh, marker there. The start of this one though was this thing. Do I want to keep this? I guess not. But I do want to keep the mouth corruption. Let's see if we can just keep that. It's hard because we have to move them to figure out if we kept it or not, I think. Oh, nope, there it is. Alright, never mind. It's a visual corruption. In disguise. What are you doing there, Link? It's like a dinner plate. Is that your mouth, or are you just happy to see me? Oh, awful. Awful. I wonder if I could turn this into an emote. Yeah. If I get it just right, I think this could be an emote. There we go. Oh, it's trembling. You see it trembling? Oh my god. Stop. Alright, send it to the stash. Throw it on the stockpile and call it dinner plate mouthed Link. Does that have an apostrophe? Dinner plate mouth? No, it doesn't. Links. How about we'll do an apostrophe one? Links dinner plate mouth. Alright, let's re-roll that and see if we can adjust the size of his mouth now. Looks like he kind of had a Bit of a Leafy is here mouth right there. Look at that chin going backwards. No offense to Leafy. And there's this one. Alright. They go backwards more often than forward. I want to see the forward ones. Ah, there's one. It's like a... Yeah, that one's almost better, isn't it? Nope, it's not. This is... They're both great. It's like a very good overbite. Alright, let's start fresh. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see those eyes. Let me see those eyes. Do that again. This is about to go back to normal. I don't think we can take that out. If we were using the real-time corruptor, we can use the whole Genie engine to make that permanent. But unfortunately, it looks like they reset as soon as his eyes move around. What are you looking at? Why are you surprised? Oh, I know why you're surprised. Can I still speak? Oh, I can. Oh, no, the music. Alright, let's stop that. Those legs? Oh! The head. Alright, let's change around that starting address some more. We're gonna go a little bit further. I'm enjoying what we've seen so far. It seems like models are out in this kind of range, in this area of the starting address. Or at least, like, where vertices are drawn and stuff like that. You know, as before we were getting like a lot of GUI kind of corruptions where maybe the hearts would get messed up or the minimap. Now we're not seeing any of that because at this point in that range, we're not affecting that anymore. Oh, there's her sister. She's okay. Do we keep that? Yeah, we can keep that. Why not? I spy my sister. Link plays I Spy? No. Find your sister, Link. That's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Send it to the stash. Throw it on the stockpile and call it Find Your Sister, Link. That's a sister, right? Yeah. Reroll. Nothing. Tiny sister. There she is. I almost like that one better because she's upright, which is better to see, but no. If I had a tall one, where she's huge and she's upright, it'd be a lot better. Jesus. I found her. No, I don't think I'm seeing what I'm looking for. I'm happy with the first one. This one here. Alright. Clear history. Blast target. Start fresh. her head's doing something weird there. And her body is... Oh, God. Ugh. Look at that seagull losing it in the sky. What's she looking at? Oh! She became a tree. Did she actually become a tree? No, we just moved along the path. Alright. That actually confused me. Can we stop you? Do you look up? No. Oh, look at that bridge. Ooh. That's some horrifying architecture. Is her face gone? Oh no, what is your face? What? It's like that optical illusion where it's like either the beautiful woman or the old witch. Reminds me of that. Her face is a cylinder. Let's keep that. We haven't got a lot of corruptions for her. I gotta figure out what the name of that optical illusion is so I can reference it in the name of this corruption. Young lady or old hag? Alright, well, thanks, Ghoul. You tried. For a second there, I thought her face was stretching with the camera, and that would have made my night. This is still alright, though. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and done. Now I need to know her name. Shoot. Sue Belle? Yeah, Sue Belle. Okay. Sue Belle optical illusion. Reroll. Her face is like impacted. It's a pancake. Oh my god. There we go. Alright, let's move on. I don't think anything else can come out of this. Just a stretch face or not a stretch face. Alright. Clear history, blast target, fresh one. Is that a palm tree? What is that? I like her broken feet. That sounded really weird. I like the way... I can't make that sound good. I fucked up. Look at that though. God, that looks really painful. You thought walking on heels was painful. Imagine that. Watch his mouth open. Oh, there's a nice broken leg. Look at that leg. Can you walk on that leg? Oh, you can? I'd love to combine this with the broken arm corruption, but unfortunately, with the Windows Glitch Harvester, you're not able to combine corruptions in that sense. Otherwise, these two would be a wonderful pairing. And we're almost to the point where I could keep one of the awful mutilations, but we're not quite there yet. Her neck is a stub again. She puts her hand up to the where her face would be. Oh, that's the Belle one again. Huh, how about that? Alright, let's change our starting address. Look at our hips. Look at those hips. You know, this is a more rightful thick link. Let's save this one. Oh, unless one of these messes it up. Do I want to open the game bar? No, Windows, I don't want to open the game bar. It's silly. Oh, I hope I can remove that, like, stretchy. Yeah, I can. There we go. We're done. Send it to the stash. Throw it in the stockpile. I'm just gonna call it Thick Link 2.0 because we don't need to delete the old one just for that reason. We can re-roll it to adjust the level of thickness. Oh, I gotta stop. All right, we're gonna start fresh here. Force myself to stop. Did we move the starting address again? I don't remember if we did. Let's move it a little bit forward. Oh? The last head one was an interesting one. Look at, like, the explosion in the back. That's his hair, but in the mouth. Let's try re-rolling that. Let's see if I can get less of an intense one. No. Alright, we'll move on. She just drowns because she was never meant to be in water. She just doesn't know how to collide with it. And she's just gone now. There's some more GUI ones. I lied earlier. I have no comment. I have no comment to make. What is that thing? Oh! Hey, little crab. Oh, alright. Never mind. I'm a sailboat, according to my head. There we go. Alright, moving the starting address some more. Yeah, wow. Models are all the way out here. That's wonderful. I like when I have a lot to work with. Are those fingers? Pingors? Alright, let's re-roll that one. See if we can get a smaller model. Look at those pingors. Oh, she's upside down in this one. That's just horrifying. No, is that not her down there? Oh my god, look at that. Oh, it's hilarious. Let's keep that one. Okie dokie. Get ready to move your fingers. There we go. Got our single memory right. Throw it on the stockpile. We'll call it just Tiny Belle. I was trying to think of a clever name for it, but I couldn't think of any. And we're gonna keep re-rolling that now. Unfortunately, we got rid of the finger corruption. Let's see if we can get that one back. Let's go back to one of these. I think any of these will work, yeah. Actually, we could probably narrow that down if we could find the original. Let's go back up. This one. There we go. Technically that's it, but when we actually look at it, well, yeah, we can keep it. I was iffy about it because it's only really noticeable when she's gigantic, but that's not terrible. Alright, there we go. Single memory right. Throw it on the stockpile and call it. Sue Freddy Belle. Reminds me of Freddy's Claw. Freddy Claw. I don't think anyone will get that joke if they just look at this outright. Let's try re-rolling it. There's a broken arm. Some more broken fingers. Fingers. I'm not seeing anything else I might want to keep, though. Like, maybe one of these. Like, this is actually a little bit better, I think, than our original. Clear stockpile. No, I don't want to clear stockpile. Why would that even be a button? No. Well. Let's keep this one, actually. The hand doesn't face to the ground like the other one. Alright. Moving along, clearing our history and blasting the target. Bye! I saw a broken ankle on this one. Now there's a nice kind of horrifying one. Let's try sanitizing that one. Make sure we're not losing anything with this, yeah. Arms in a different place. Knees are kind of broken. Alright, that's good for me. You know, then I knock it down and then I don't really want to keep it. It's just that little handle thing, which, yeah, in itself isn't that interesting. Let's move on. We're going to move the starting address further back. I think we're approaching the limit of where models are. This one, she's moving fast. Kinda antsy. Is that right? No, topography is a little off, isn't it? Maybe not. So I think we are now at the range where there's nothing visually going on anymore. Perhaps some stuff underneath the scenes that we can't see, but I think I'm gonna go back almost to the starting address and try messing around in there again. I like the dripping effect that the clouds are kind of doing in the background. He always runs backwards, that's kind of cool. Let's try to see if we can preserve that. And maybe some of the visual corruptions he has on his body. Ah, so this is actually just one memory right that created all these effects. That's fantastic. So we'll throw this on the stash. We'll call it... Oh, not Link. Link's confused screaming? It's not really him screaming. Link hit his head. And let's try re-rolling. I like how we jolt to the ocean. And then just a nice little splush. Splush. Paper Link looks malnourished. That's what I'm gonna say. Unlike the other one, he kind of runs in a different way. That's kind of neat looking. I like it. Let's also name this one Paperlink. Call it Paperlink 2, and we'll move it up in the stockpile to be next to the other Paperlink. So now we have the two variants. The two dimensions, actually. Alright, let's start and do a fresh one. Oh, we actually got our first crash. Or that's our second crash now. We are kind of close to the starting address, so it makes sense. But here we go. Load it back up. And new corruption. There's a buff link again. Much buffer now, actually. He's got that smile. Okay, she just straight up looks like an alien. Let's keep that. Look at that head size. It's like an egg. I wanna make sure the hair is off. Oh shoot, so we could have her be tall with hair. Oh shoot, there's so many options we could have. We could also just get rid of the hair. Let's try to preserve both tallness and missing hair. Like that. It's gonna be tricky. We need to keep two of these in the same half. I think we can do it though. Now that we just have 4, I can manually select or deselect these to figure out which one is the effect we're looking for. There we go. Those are the ones we're looking for. Send it to the stash, throw it on the stockpile, and we'll call it... I mean, shoot, Alien Belle. That's all I got. Let's re-roll it. We got Super Tall Belle. Or Super Small... Is that Super Small Belle? How small is she? Is that her on the ground? No, she's just facing through the ground. Alright. I'll also change her hair color. This one works. Kinda. We can disable the tallness on one of these, so let's do that. Send that to the stash. And let's re-roll that. So it should just be the hair now. It is. Although I'm not seeing any effects done to it. Bald or not bald. Alright. Let's move on. Clearing history, blasting target. That's kind of a trip. I like the like cylinder skyboxes out there. And not where we are. Very neat. Let's re-roll it. Not much of the same effect. Alright. Blast target with a new one. Jeez. What'd you see, Wasabi? Something scary? Oh, there's a crash. Headache and nightmares? Yeah, some of these sounds are giving me a headache, but it hasn't been too bad yet. Lake plays in a cardboard box. Oh, there's our third crash of the evening. There we go. Took a second there. The raccoons overlords were not pleased. Well said, they probably weren't. It was like they're getting fake bread. I mean, I'd be pretty angry too if I got fake bread. If I was promised pretty much ambrosia and given, What, like nails? Something that's much worse. Oh, 4 crashes in a row. Okay, I'm gonna mess with the starting address. We can't be this too close. We can't be too close to the starting address. Otherwise we crash. So, let's do this. And now we run alright. We're both paper now. Oh no, wait. Also this one. That's kinda cool looking, but I'm sorry. What was this? It sounds like death, but we're gonna fix it. Don't worry, don't you worry. I wanna figure out whatever that link thing is there. What is that? Abomination. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see if that will run, because I hope it will. Things aren't looking bright about getting this running, sadly. I really hope it does. We might be able to re-roll it to get it to run. I want to be able to run around the world as this pair of legs, this link. But it won't let me. Let me be free. Okay, attempting to reroll. Yep! Yep! That's what I was looking for! Oh no! Oh, we crashed as soon as we moved though. Shoot, he's immovable. That's alright. That's alright. He's beautiful nonetheless. Let's throw it on the stockpile. Let's call it a stick link. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna throw that at my stream marker. Cause God, look at that. Look at that abomination. Oh, I need to also note, even though it's stick link, it needs to be a movable stick link. Because as soon as you move, you crash. Link steamrolled. Yeah, actually. You know what? That's a better name. Let's put that. Thank you, Wasabi. Steam... Is that 2 words? The real reason paper link never occurred. We had a couple paper links, but none to the extent of this beauty. I'm gonna do 2 words. Steamrolled link. There we go. Alright, let's try re-rolling some more. There's bow-legged link. I hope this isn't the extent of this. I hope there's more to this. He kinda looks like he's trying to square up with Belle there. No, I don't want to stop the emulation. I want to keep going. Look how surprised he looks. What are we... Oh yeah, hat? Oh, those are his feet. There we go, let's just run. Run down this way. Do we appear below? No? That's normal. Alright, we'll call this, what do we call this? How about... I want to say Diglett, but... I don't know how to spell Diglett. There we go. 2 T's. There we go. Link's Diglett impression is what I named that. Yeah, I think that's about the extent of it. That's unfortunate, but the couple that we got were amazing out of that. Alright, let's start fresh. Cool. Sounds like a bat screaming in my right ear. Wait, I like your face. Oh. Oh, no. Stop that. Do I want to keep that face? Nah. Let's try rerolling it, though. They're still funny. Whoa, what is this effect? Why are her eyes out of it? You alright, Link? Yeah, we can try saving that. I also like the hat twirl. There we go. Send it to the stash. This must be some power in the game that I'm not familiar with. I'm just gonna call it Link's possession. I spelled possession wrong. I also have never beat Wind Waker. Made a lot of progress. Never beat it though. Possession, there we go. No, didn't capitalize it. There we go. I don't know if re-rolling it will do anything. Let's try that. Oh, yeah. Alright. It affects the range of that, like, little flame thing. Oh, I didn't try moving around in that power. Let's try that. Oh, we walk backwards. Alright. Kinda neat. Alright, well, anyway. Clear history, start a new one. God. Oh, that's kind of cool FOV. Let's go back to that. I like that. Let's save it. There we go. Single memory, right? Throw it on the stash. Throw it on the stockpile and call it. How about too much FOV? I'm fine with that. Oh, you get the added bonus of being able to spin the camera if you hit up. Spin! Mad FOV. I don't even see stuff load in as it as you get near it. Probably not. I think this is... Oh. Alright. Moving on. Actually, let's try rerolling it first. I think we're just gonna change the extent of how the camera is being affected. So, not too many interesting things there. So we can move on and start fresh. Another link position. Oh, there's super buff Link again. I can recognize him because his muscles are so huge. His muscles are so big, they break through the ground and hold him up. How about that? Nope, we're not doing that. I increased the corruption intensity. Yeah, it's kind of noticeable, yeah. We should probably now dial that back a little bit. Too much going on at once. There we go. A more manageable intensity. Let's get that stinky leg. What kind of acid trip is this? Oh, okay. It all goes away when you talk that. No. Oh, my ears hurt. God. I'm gonna have tinnitus after the stream. Ooh, that's a cool one. Wait, let's go back to that. I like that a lot. I don't know why, it just looks cool up there. And I kind of like it also as is, because there's so much going on. Let's call this a curse corruption, because I don't want to mess with it too much. Meaning, curse corruptions for me are just corruptions I didn't sanitize, and I'm gonna leave as is. We'll call it cursed, I almost want to say Game Boy Advance display, but it's not actually that. It's mini corruptions is what I'll call that. Now let's re-roll it. I'm curious if we can make that screen more reasonably, or even smaller actually. We're affecting how the display is being drawn. Unfortunately, we got very lucky with having a very working copy with that one, with this one. Oh my god, no! Alright, let's do a fresh one. Oh, the camera's so slow. Link has something in his pants. He can't walk properly. He's got ants in his pants. This is an experience. I'm not controlling the camera at all. It's just rotating for me, which is kind of nice. Can I fight it? Nope. The camera rotation is out of my control at this point. Kind of cool. I like that. Not gonna save it, but very neat regardless. There goes Belle. That was dark. Okay, wait, listen to this. Sounds like a body was just tossed overboard. Oh, no. Oh. If everyone was dwarves. Yeah, I kinda wanna save this. Also, what's with the water over there? Jesus. Looks like I can't touch it because of where it is. Huh. There we go. Got a single memory right. Throw on the stash, throw it on the stockpile, and call it. How about... This definitely isn't accurate, but I said Earth gravity times 2. Because I'm pretty sure everything is smaller. Is the palm tree smaller? Grass is smaller. Yeah, everything's in general smaller. Alright, so let's try re-rolling that. Hopefully we can affect the heights. Now we're getting a lot of interesting results, but not what I thought we were gonna get. Yeah, never mind. Let's start fresh. I did too high of an intensity. Wow, look at that mess. Wait, let's go back to that. This doesn't look anything like the game anymore. So it breaks it instantly. I like the seagulls and the wind and all that kind of stuff in the background of the skybox. Huh. reroll? Yep. Yep. All crashes. Alright. Fresh one. Okay, it sounds terrible. I kind of want to sanitize it. I apologize for the sound. Nope. Alright. It had a cool cyan effect I wanted to keep, but due to the sound problems, we're going to skip that. Speaking crouch. Ooh. Is this Eurobeat? Stop. I'm crafting all the way at 0. However, I'm keeping my intensity pretty low. Ah, there's a crash, alright. I think we are just about ready to call it. However, I'd like to do a rundown of all the corruptions we created. Something I did do for Bully that I wish I would have. Let's see here. There we go. So starting from the top, we have our very first corruption of the evening. The soundtrack that was composed on a recorder. It's beautiful, I know. Next up we have Midnight, our first visual corruption. Oh, that's also accompanied with the recorder. I didn't even know that was an aspect of it, but hey, why not? We have Link was dehydrated. Got a nice liquid yellow tinge to everything, which is nice. We have Dark Link Origins. Reminds me more of Crash Bandicoot more than anything. I love that green color, and that, I swear that's a very close match to that coloration. Anyway, next we have Active Volcano, sort of a red effect to everything. It also brings a night sky look to everything as well, which is very interesting looking. We also are silhouetted. Next we have Don't Feed the Seagulls. We have gigantic seagulls in the sky that keep increasing and decreasing in size over time. We have Everyone Took Adderall. Link must run backwards, or no, he must run in place. He's got a couple different walking techniques to him, I guess. We have Link's a righty. He has to be a righty because of the deformation. The destruction of his left arm. We have Link is locked in place. Our first, I'm gonna say deformation corruption, where like something really wrong happened. The belt goes into infinity. However, I labeled this one as unmovable because as soon as you do move, Link returns to normal. Next we have Link takes steroids. You can see there's a very buff Link. Look at those arms. Look at that head. And he smiles. His head still moves around every once in a while. He'll gasp. There you go. He gasps for you. But again, this is an unmovable one, so unfortunately you can't stay in this form. You can move a little bit. There you go. Slightly buff Link. But as soon as you actually make a full movement, he goes back to normal. We have Tidy Link. We have a really itty bitty tiny Link there. You can almost make out his facial features. It's adorable. Again, unmovable. As soon as you do move, he returns to normal. We have Paper Link, where he's paper thin in one direction, but flat in the other. Able to slip into the smallest of crevices. Not really. And we have Paper Link 2. He's paper in the other direction, and you can see him running. His face tweaks out a little bit, but that just comes with the corruption. We have Link hurt itself in confusion, where I believe he was constantly running backwards. I don't know if that's the case anymore. Out of the way. Look at that face. Through the back of the head. Next we have Thick Link. Also, I need to move the next one up. But here's a slightly larger version of Link, if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not. Even though every corruption stockpile I make one. Then we have Thick Link 2.0, where the hips are just slightly adjusted. Again, if you want to play the entire game as Thick Link, you can feel free. Just download the stockpile and have at it. Next we have Link's dinner plate mouth, where, yeah, from the back he looks normal, but you look at him in the front, and yeah. You can take out an eye with that thing. Yeah, the outfit looks cute on me. Look how happy Link is to hear that. Oh, I can't zoom in on him. Oh, he's not so happy. Never mind. He's sad. We have Find Your Sister Link, where... Oh, that's instantaneous. I was gonna play a game of I Spy, where you can spot his sister, but there she is. She's at the tower. Takes a sec to appear, but... There she is. We have Sue Belle's Optical Illusion, where if you walk around a little bit, you can see her face. It exists in one direction and doesn't exist in the other. We have Sue Belle's Pancake Face. She has a paper face. If I can get just the right angle. It doesn't exist. We have Tiny Sue Belle, where she's absolutely minuscule. You can kind of see her there. Kinda looks like a superhero, considering that she can hold up the entire pot, which is probably 10 times her weight. Next we have Sue Freddy Belle. And I only named this because her hand looks like a claw. Kinda. Very stretchy claw. We have Link hit his head, where he can only run backwards and his head is constantly snapping around, looking around in different directions. We have Alien Belle, where her hair is missing and she's super tall. And you black out if you talk to her, I guess. We have Steamrolled Link. This is another unmovable one. I'm actually gonna move it into that group. Yeah. Kinda looks like an anime character. He has the hair for it. But unfortunately, this is unmovable. As soon as we do move him, we crash. So sadly, you cannot play the game as Steamrolled Link. Next we have Link's Diglett impression, where he's in the ground. He's just pretending to be a little Diglett. As soon as you jump or do anything that requires your head to be in a different place, you become, I think, like a little flat version of you. I don't know what this is. Anyway. Diglett impression. Next we have Link's Possession, which I believe, I don't know if this is a power in the game or what this is, but this is an effect that Link has applied to him that's permanent now. His eyes kind of tweak out sometimes. Yeah, he also walks backwards very fast. But yeah, he has this effect on him. Link's Possession. We have Too Much FOV, where the camera is just way zoomed out. You also have the added benefit of being able to flip the camera, I believe. Yeah, there we go. If you want to flip it. And you can adjust the FOV like that. We have mini corruptions, which is a cursed corruptions because I didn't choose to sanitize it. You can kind of see it up there at the top left. It's a little stretched, but it's just a mini display where the game is corrupted and it's very messed up. Like if I tried talking to Belle here, the music jumps straight up, and while you can't hear it screaming at you, I can. And lastly, we have Earth Gravity ×2, where Link is very small and everything else is very small. I don't think that's an accurate gravity representation, but if everything was a little more, there's a little more gravity on the planet, you imagine everything would be a little bit smaller. And that is the stockpile. I'm gonna, real quick, as I'm here, make a save to make sure I do save it. We'll call this, Link, I don't know, Link Waker stockpile. And after the stream, I haven't got around to this yet, but I usually upload these stockpiles, so if you would choose to download the stockpile, you can play it yourself. Gamecube and Wii corruptions are a little hard to work with stockpiles. You can do it though, and if you need any help, I should be able to help you. You can PM me, I can see what I can do. However, you will need your own copy of Link's Awakening, and you will need your own copy of the GameCube BIOS in order to use the stockpile. I'll detail all that information on the YouTube archive once I've finished streaming, and that's where the stockpile will be available. It'll just be in that description. But yeah, that is Link's Awakening corruptions. Or at least part of them. Let's go ahead and switch gears here. Ah, it's only 1:25. I could almost play Pripyat. No, I think I'm gonna call it here though, because I don't want to overexhaust myself with streaming. Overexhaust myself, that's the wrong word for it. I don't want to go way too late in the evening, I should say. Oh, I have such trouble getting YouTube to work sometimes. If there's a long video that's like over 10 minutes, my browser hates YouTube. All browsers hate YouTube. Firefox, Chrome, maybe it's just a computer issue. Anyway, let's find someone to host. We're gonna check Retro, see if anyone's streaming in there. Of course, there's a lot of people streaming. I'm a little biased when it comes to who I choose to stream in Retro. Not because, I mean, I'll watch whoever, but I'm biased because I stick around for like an hour or maybe half an hour to whoever I host, so I want to watch something I want to watch at that moment. Like, for example, I don't know, I would love to watch some F-Zero when I'm in the mood for F-Zero. At the moment, I'm not. So I'm gonna find someone who'd be interested in watching at the moment. There's a guy in Dwarf Fortress I'd like to host, but he's been streaming for about 5 hours, so he might be gearing up to finish off, so I'll pass on that. Although, much luck to him. I love Dwarf Fortress. I'd love to be able to stream some Dwarf Fortress. Haven't got around to it yet. I don't know if I'll be able to do it while I'm here. I probably will do it when I'm back in college in about a month. There's not a lot of people streaming tonight. That's actually surprising. You see a lot more usually. Huh. Let's see here. I found someone else. So I'm gonna go ahead and host them. Thank you for everyone who was able to stop by. I'll be streaming, I'm not sure. I'm trying to get back into daily streams, which I fell out of habit of We'll see if I'm able to keep that up. Anyways, yeah, have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, and I lost the name of the person I was going to stream. Aww. Because Control-C, Control-V doesn't always work for some reason for me. Shoot. Let's see if I can find him again. There he is.